Hello everybody, how are you? It's Laura here. This video, I notice I start every video with the word I have to get over doing that. Anyway, this video is going to be a split bloom swirl, something different. We're going to mix up two techniques here. So I'm using my Color Place white paint. It's right out of the can, and I didn't need to add anything to this. So it's just plain old Color Place white paint. And we're going to spread this around a little bit. Just a little bit. This is called our pillow because we are doing a bloom. So we do have to get it spread out a little bit, but we want to leave some thickness. And once we spin, it will spread out. As you know from watching the other videos, I think you all ought to be getting to be experts here pretty soon. Okay, this is good. It will flow when we spin. So we're going to start with that. We are using, let me get my sticks. We are using Liquitex Turquoise Blue paint. And since we're not making, this is a, what is this, like an 8x8 I think, or a 10x10, I'm not sure. But we don't have to go really big here because we're doing much less space than the last painting that we did. And I want to leave some negative white space. So there's that. So we don't need a real big puddle of color. Next is Liquitex Bright Aqua Green paint. And I know for anyone that might be new, remember, if you're using paints and pigments, you want to put your paint down first so that your pigment does not sink into your pillow. And the whole purpose of that white pillow with these blooms is so that your colors have something to flow over. If you put these colors right down on the canvas is kind of rough. It will stick and not want to move. This is Primary Elements Arctic Opal pigment. And you do not need to pre-coat your canvases with anything. All canvases you buy today are pre-coated with gesso, so you do not need to prime them or anything because they are already primed for you. And if you haven't tried pigments yet, you should. They are they're a little bit more expensive, but actually what you get out of it, let me show you one actually, if I can find my container. Where did I put it? I reorganized here. Well, I'm not going to show you because I don't know where it's at. I reorganized and I don't know. This is Amsterdam Diox Purple. Anyway, you get a whole bunch of pigment in this little jar. It's a little bit smaller than one of these containers, but you only need, like I'll show you here. See like the end of this stick where my finger is? That's how much you need to make a whole container of paint. So those pigments are going to last you a really long time, and you are going to get a lot of paint out of it. And the thing about the pigments is they've got iridescent sheen in them, almost like a glittery, shiny look, and they really beef up your colors rather than just using the ordinary tube paint. They just give you so much more definition and sparkle and shine. Primary elements, Sea Goddess pigment. So I am glad that I got myself some pigments. And you know, you don't have to go whole hog wild with it. You can get, you know, you could get like one in each color family. I did get a lot of the teals and blues because, as you can tell, I like teals and blues. I got me a couple different shades of purple, which was nice because I like purple too. And purple goes nicely with the blues and teals. So I kind of got a couple of purples. And last, this is a purple metallic paint that I custom mixed with a couple of different metallics I got. When I first started, I bought some off the internet. Then I got another one at Hobby Lobby. So I kind of mixed those together to give me the color that I wanted. Okay, I say we're done. So now it's time for our cell activator. First of all, I'm just going to tip this way to bring it this way a little bit since it's kind of leaning. And I'm going to grab my toothpick. Pop my bubbles. I like this color combination already. And you know what? I'm going to get the droopy arm of my sweater in there if I'm not careful. So I'm going to take my sweater off. So, here's what we're going to do. I've got my cell activator. That is 1 tablespoon of Australian Floetrol and a little less than a teaspoon of black oxide Amsterdam paint. We'll put that in there. That's good. And we're going to get ready to blow. So since this is smaller, I'm going to use my little world's smallest leaf blower. I'm going to go with the nozzle, and I'm going to go boom, boom. See, it does help to make these sounds when you're doing this. I don't know why. Okay, this is pretty. This is going to be pretty. So, next thing we need to do, let me get a paper towel. We need to get rid of that green right there. Okay, or teal. Now, I'm going to give this a little spin because I kind of want this to move a little bit. So just a little spin. I'm going to tip it this way, get it rolling down some, and then we're going to take, whoop, knocking paint over here. We're going to take this swirl, this tool, and I'm going to do some swirls here to get this black moving a little to give some contrast. It's always fun to just kind of play with these. They're pretty. You want to wipe after every time that you swirl. So you don't get a, oh, this glitter of this Arctic ice is really pretty. And I'm going to do a little bit of modifying on the bloom. So actually, we're going to get a few techniques in one here. You always want to be dragging towards the same point, because that's how flowers look in nature. Oh yeah, I like that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, that's enough to that area. Let's go with a new point. So now we're going to have to change the name of this. This has become a modified bloom swirl, because we are now modifying the bloom, which was the top part, and we swirled this bottom part, which is not a bloom. This is beautiful. All right, so what does that look like? It kind of looks like a carnation, I suppose. I could do some little, maybe I'll do just a few swirls out like this, but not many, because we've got the swirls at the bottom. So let's do like 4 or 5 of them. All right, I like this. Now we're going to spin. Here we go. Oh, that's pretty. It's different. Something different, because we were doing a whole lot of blooms there for a while. So I thought, I don't want to stop doing blooms, but I wanted something different. Oh, that's pretty. Pretty. Okay, so we kind of need to help it. Right here a little bit. Kind of get our edges, make sure they are all done, which they are for the most part. I'm going to scoop up some of this white, bring it over here. Oh, boo-boo. I need to spin a little more and get some more paint off the edge. Woo. Let's get this back where it belongs. Kind of moved a little bit. Here's where all the paint is over here. I could have used a little bit more pillow paint. Then I wouldn't have to take the time to do this. There we go. Got it. Okay. So, to me, all right, this all makes sense. I'm going to take this little end and just do a little scoop right there. This kind of looks like it doesn't belong, like it's a smear. So I'm getting rid of that. And this I think I like. This looks like it's a smear right here that doesn't belong, so we're just going to tap it and cover that up. Otherwise, I like it. So this is called a Modified Bloom Swirl Blend Split. Modified Bloom Split Swirl, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it's really pretty. I like it. It's kind of a bit more abstract. So I'm going to take you off of here. Bring you down here and show you a close-up. Look at the shimmer of the pigment. So all that shininess is from the pigments. Remember we used, what did we use? Sea Goddess and Arctic Opal. Really pretty. That's what makes, look at that. That's the metallic. That was the metallic, the metallic purple in there. You could pick that up. That metallic aqua. Very pretty. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. Just something different for today. I felt like doing something different, and this is very pretty. So if you like this video, please hit subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them down below. I would be happy to answer questions. And like the video if you enjoyed it. All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.